In Creo Parametric, the connection analysis tool allows you to inspect surfaces and geometry for positional, tangent, curvature, and acceleration continuity. Let's take a look at how to use it. Here I have a model open with some complex surfaces. To access the tool, you'll go to the Analysis tab and then the Inspect Geometry overflow menu and then choose Connection. Here we have our dialog box. We need to select what references that we want to check. I'm going to hover my mouse over the model and then right click and use Pick from List to easily get all the solid geometry. I'll click OK, and it's doing the check. And you can see that we have a lot of green because we do have positional connectivity. In other words, our surfaces share common boundaries, but I can see there's one location where there's a little red in there, so that's an indication where you might need to fix that for manufacturability. Here in the dialog box, we're using a tolerance of 1/8 of a millimeter. You can change that if you want. We have the information reported in here. Clicking on the little info button will bring up the information in its own separate window. Let's close that. You can also expand display options here. And because there's so many edges that do have the correct continuity, hey, we can check the box to show only connections that fail. And that way we can see the one area in the model that's having a problem. Here we can enable tooltips, and that way as you hover over different things, you'll get the values reported in here. And we can see that the value on that edge is outside of the tolerance that we specified. Let's uncheck the box for show only connections that fail before we go on to the next check, which is for tangency, which is G1 continuity. And there we can see a mix of our red and green in the model. I'm going to remove the solid geometry selection. I'm going to do a manual pick of a whole bunch of different surfaces over here so you can see the results where we have the surfaces that are connected in the model. And just give me one moment while I select a bunch of other different surfaces in here. I'm using the control key to pick all of them. And there we can see all green edges over here. Our tangency check has passed for the different surfaces that we selected. And here you can see the minimum and the maximum dihedral angle. Right now we have our tolerance set to 1/2 degree. So we're saying that if the dihedral angle is less than 1/2 degree, we're going to consider the surfaces to be tangent. And again, you can change that value. Maybe I want to say, oh no, you know, I'm going to use 1/8 of a degree, and still it passes. I have another video on dihedral analysis. Take a look at that, and there I explain that. Because of the nature of the calculation of the dihedral angle, it's not necessarily 0. The values can be close to 0, and you still have tangency in there. Okay, so with those surfaces still selected, let's take a look at G2 or curvature continuity. Now we can see that we have a bunch of failures in here where we have the maximum curvature deviation is actually 100% in some of the different areas in here. And now for the last one, let's go to G3 or acceleration. And acceleration is the second derivative of curvature. And G3 continuity, you can achieve that when you're using style features in your model. And G3 generally means that you have more aesthetically pleasing surfaces or connections between your various different surfaces in here. Another option that you have in here, instead of just highlighting the edges, you can show spikes, and the spikes you can use the quality controls to get more of the porcupines in here. You can also increase or lower the scale. Let me go to change that to 0.5 just so that they're not so big in there, and also change the display of those curvature spikes in the model. So there's an example in one particular part. Let's go back to highlighting the edges that have the different issues. From the drop-down list over here, you can create this as a saved analysis for persistent display if you so desire. Let's click the OK button out of there. Let's take a look at another model, and this is a surface that was created in ISDX, or the style tool, for a shaver. electric shaver. Let's go to inspect geometry again, connection over here. Let's just start out with positional tolerance, and I'm going to tap the right mouse button until I get a quilt highlights, and we can see, yep, we have connections between all those different edges. Then we go to the tangency check, and we still have tangency between the patches of the quilt. Let's go to curvature continuity. Now we can see that there are a few places in here where the boundaries between the surface patches do not have curvature continuity. And similarly, when we go to acceleration, yeah, some of the boundaries don't have it there as well. So that is how you can use the connection analysis tool. I hope you enjoyed this video. For more information, please visit www.creowindshield.com. If you learned something from this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like this video, please click the subscribe button and ring the bell to be informed when new videos are uploaded. Thank you very much.